sometimes it's as simple as, hey, like, you're eating this for breakfast, you're eating this for lunch. You should flip those two things and you're going to get a better outcome. I'm not like Mark Zuckerberg and say, I can just train for jiu-jitsu 7 hours a day. Of course, if you just throw capital at something, you can probably get good returns.
What's the journey going to look like for them?
So first of all, my commentary here is,
let's say you've got a 30-year-old that's interested in making sure they're proactive rather than reactive around their healthcare.
Yeah.
They've read Outlive, they're interested in it. They come to see you. Take us through Everlab and an example of that 30-year-old, first time seeing a patient. What's that journey look like for that so that our audience can get a feel for they want to participate in being reactive, being proactive? What's the journey going to look like for them?
so first of all, my commentary here is, it's never too early. It's never too early to get a checkup. Sometimes I hear folks say, hey, I went to a doctor and they said I'm too young for whatever, like for insert whatever here. And that's just simply not true. There's never a time too early to start planning for your long-term health. I do encourage a lot of younger folks come through, and we do have a lot of young members at Everlab as well. So if we have a 30-year-old come in, this is the sort of flow that they will come through. So number one is really about learning. And we are an annual membership program so that we can be your lifelong health partner.
Like I am.
Like you are to your clients.
Okay, got it.
And you see, the more you know someone, the better decisions you can make for them, right? So that's why when a new person starts through with us, even before you meet your doctor, our team is already gathering up your information, much like you're pulling data from tax returns and bank statements. We're grabbing your historical records with your consent, the scans you've had done before. We want to start learning you from a genetic level. What your ethnic ancestry might be. Have you had genetic testing? What's your medical history? We gather all that up, and then we work out what your goals are. I bet this sounds very similar to, right? So we work out what your health goals are.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're a 30-year-old, your health goal might be different to someone who's like 40 or 50. So if you're a 30-year-old young female, you might think, hey, one of my health goals, of course, everyone wants to say, I want to end my life with a huge portfolio, right? Whether it's health capital or financial capital. But at this stage of my life, starting a family, that's important to me, right? At this stage of my life, I'm not like Mark Zuckerberg and say, I can just train for jiu-jitsu 7 hours a day and, having that sort of capital. Of course, if you just throw capital at something, you can probably get good returns. But how do we make good decisions for you? It really comes down to like that data gathering. Once you come through our program, we then put you through an extended panel of blood tests, full body composition study. We do your bone density as well. And for folks who need additional testing based on your risk, we will then put you through things like CT coronary angiograms, which looks inside the arteries of your heart. And that's probably usually not for the 30-year-old. Usually it's more for like folks who are 40 plus who have risks. It is also a customized experience based on your needs. And it all has to respond to what your personal goals are. So then it's very much like taking a data-driven approach and then coming up with the right strategy to make the right insights, right strategy, then work out what those tactics are. And those tactics can be, hey, where are the biggest ROI things that we can do here? Is it sometimes it's as simple as, hey, like you're eating this for breakfast, you're eating this for lunch. You should flip those two things and you're going to get a better outcome.
Wow.
It can be very small things, but it can have really big ROIs. And it's got to be very specific and nimble. So and it's not you're going to go through a program and say, hey, like you should buy like a $5,000 air purifier. Well, like, sure, like that can be one of the tactics for you if you have like allergy and dust mite allergy. But you know what? Something simple? Wash your sheets in hot water. Like, we want to find what the most efficient, low-cost, high ROI actions for you. And then we can sequence it out to say, like, if you want a big ROI, tick off the first 5 things, but we're going to give you 10 things to do. You want to knock out the next 5 things, you're going to get more returns.